Hello all, Arachnic back again. Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. Now I'm going to be straight. I was tired when I played this last time. I'm going to continue because that noise is a bit too much. But yeah, I was tired when we played this last time. My head really wasn't into the game. They've had an update to do a few patch notes. We're continuing from where we left off, Pit Bedragged. It was very long and arduous, that was. I mean, I like it, don't get me wrong, but it's intense. You've really got to think about things. I was tired and hungry. You've got to expect it to be the way it is because you've got to go through Sherlock's mentality, the way he thinks, the way he is, the way he progresses crime, or the way he has. I mean, if you've seen any of the TV programs, you know how he acts, you know how he breaks things down. So yeah. So I apologise to the developers, because obviously I didn't give it the look that it should have deserved, especially for an opening game. I was rushing into it, weren't trying to fathom it out. It looks like it is always going to rain. We are in London. But yeah, it does look a lot better. Obviously, yeah, there's a new patch update fixing a few bugs and issues. It is still early access, I think. But yeah, we're just going to crack on. I mean, I sat and watched it with me missus, because she likes watching these sort of games. She's usually the one in the background telling me what to do, what I should be doing and what I shouldn't be doing. You know, like Tomb Raider or Resident Evil, something like that. But she wasn't, so she liked to watch it. So yeah, 3 hours of playing and then 3 hours of watching. See, look, he's going mad now. His head's all over the place. He looks like he's been drinking for a week. We didn't look like that to start with, but obviously there's different endings to this as well. So, and like I said, hard rain. It does remind me of hard rain, heavy rain, hard rain, heavy rain, whatever it was. It wasn't a PS5 game like I was saying. I told you I was tired. I think it was a PS3 game. And you was a detective looking for a serial killer. So, but yeah, we're just gonna crack on with this. Thank you for the views on it so far. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but here we are, Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. I think we're still looking for these people because obviously everyone's been disappearing. We got stuck at the docks. I was trying to run through it. The docks, I said press ganging. It was press ganging. It's a press gang for something, but we ended up there was some sort of ritual they were doing downstairs, killing people, and it looked like they filled them with have you ever seen Stargate? Yeah, it looked like they'd filled them with the snakes that they put in people for Stargate. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna crack on. Otherwise, we'll sit here endlessly chatting for no reason.
It's hard to know how much to pack. I might bring a spare notebook just in case.
So obviously we've still got things to do. I think there's obviously, because this is where we came back to after completing everything. There doesn't seem to be anything new in here, so I'm assuming we just continue as normal.
Before I leave, I should know where I'm going.
Yeah, exactly. That would help. Oh, so we've got to go to the wall. Let's go to the wall. His wall of madness. No. Map. Where are we going? Oh, here we go. So the last one, it was unknown man on the altar. Who is the dead man on the altar? See, this is the question. So you got an unknown man on the altar. See. Now this is how we've been fathoming things out. So we've got a passport, maybe, so we can find out who it is. And who's the foreigner? I can't remember. So I mean, it's been a week. It's going to be a nightmare trying to get back into this. Should we go for the invoice? They were the closest things I remember, so if that works. So 2 of them are right. Let's go with the flyer then. The man on the altar was a private detective from the Northwood Agency in Boston. Mr. Colby may have been investigating the disappearances before getting caught and killed by the perpetrators. Now that was the bloke we found on the altar. Yeah, he's the one that had like eels or something come out of him, and then it went all a bit crazy again, old Sherlock. So we've obviously got to find out. So where have the abducted been sent to? So you got the... I'm going to go tin box with the Edelweiss, or let's go with the pendant. Cross inside, I don't know, I'm just guessing at the moment because I am trying to remember what went on last week. So none of them are wrong. So what if it's wrong? See, it just cuts it out and it just makes you start again. So where have the abducted been sent to? So the tin box with Edelweiss. Let's put that one in. I'm trying to remember where I found that one. 12 warehouse happenings. Hiring notice. I'm just having a guess. Sorry, got 2 right, so maybe this one. The abductees are heading for the Black Edelweiss Institute established in 1700. It lies somewhere in Sweden, so it looks like we're on a travel. Looks like we're going to Sweden then. So let's escape back out of that one. Casebook we see and highlight evidence marked with an open book. Press space to start your research into the... okay, so it looks like we have to go to the docks because we got to go to...
Before I leave, I should know where I'm going.
We know where we're going. We've got to go to the docks. Let's go back to Stein's Manor, shall we? Let's go back here. I don't think we should be at Stein's Manor. I think the game's crashed. We had some patch notes, so I don't know what's going on here. So we've got music back up here. His clothes back on. It is raining outside. What one did I have? That and the hat I had. He liked his top hat. Let's put his top hat back on. Hold on. What about what's his face? Cool and warm. Yes. Something is not right here. I think we're going to have to reload the game. Let's reload it back from here and see what happens. It's not a good start, is it? Done a load of updates and the game crashes. I like it. But you can't go anywhere else. Europe. 1700s. Field of activity. Is it medicine? Type of organisation. It's a government facility.
Dr. Watson, how does a trip to Switzerland sound to you?
It sounds unexpected. What makes you think we should head there?
It's all about the box with narcotics and Mr. Colby's clue, the cross inside a rectangle. Put two and two together, add a dash of research, and what do you get? The Black Edelweiss Institute in Interlaken, Switzerland. If we hurry, we can still catch tonight's train.
There we go, it was right then. See, you can't rush it. It won't let you go where you don't need to go. So we're just going to enjoy it. He's going to go mental. We've got to expect this.
As grateful as I have been for your company, Dr. Watson, I'm afraid you shall have to investigate Edelweiss alone.
Hello? Mr. Holmes, I fear you overestimate my abilities.
Nonsense. You are a military man, a bastion of British courage.
I'm no such thing. As a doctor, I avoided most combat, save for one dreadful day. My troop was ambushed in a village, with innocents caught in the crossfire. Too many to help.
The man with the rosary. He was one of them?
A translator, yes. We were trapped. 6 soldiers and myself. I thought it was the end. But Lieutenant Paget refused to go quietly. The men prepared for a final stand. I rose to follow, but Paget shook his head. He told me to run. That I had other men to save. They charged, and I fled through the rear. So you see, Mr. Holmes, I am a coward.
The logic seems inescapable.
Yes.
You, a surgeon by trade, would have been perfectly useless in that conflict.
What? No.
And how many men have you helped since? Ailments eased, troubles tended?
No more than a handful. Truth be told, I've become somewhat of a recluse.
How many people could you help with 30 years ahead of you? Dozens? Hundreds? Paget was correct. You can cease your self-recrimination.
Holmes, I don't know what to say.
I would start with, I am Dr. John Watson, may I look around?
Looks like we're going to be controlling Watson now then. I was wondering if we would do. Obviously we controlled him in the last one, but I'm not skipping anything.
The Edelweiss staff will doubtless be eager to show off their facilities to a fellow physician. I have already taken the liberty of sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit.
And what of you?
I shall be pursuing other avenues. Should you see anything troublesome or improper, simply notify the local authorities. Otherwise, try a little analysis yourself.
I think
my methods. Apply them.
This could be quite a mental place to be. Obviously, it's a mental institute. In the 1700s it became, so there's obviously going to be some quirky activities going on here. And Dr. Watson's doing the investigating. So does this mean he's going to go nuts, or is it just Holmes that will go nuts? Yeah, look at these places. There must have been some messed up places. There's got to be a few still around now. But my days, that's... Alright, so here we are. The Institute. Give it a quick spin round. Get everything to lock in. I think we should just go straight to the receptionist.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
Yeah. Should we allow them? Should we just be straight? Let's just say that is correct.
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
Oh, I bet she's had the needle. Shoved in her eyes.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Everyone, your attention, please. Guten day. Yes, hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston.
Hey.
I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
He's dead.
By Jove, it cannot be him.
That man's a fraud? No, we're not going to let him know because we're not letting him know we're investigating something else.
Right. Yes. I was surprised because that man is a celebrity. Yes, that's it. Very famous, Mr. Colby. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to
wish
get
to
the
recuperate,
truth,
Dr.
the more
Watson,
lives
you
are
may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room.
Oh, they're getting
Herr
suspicious.
Colby, from Northwood Agency? How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer your questions in the examination room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in my care.
Right, so Amos was supposed to be the bloke that was on the table back in London.
Now, let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate.
Are they gonna give him? I can't remember what they call him. Oh no, it looks like so. A lobotomy? Is it when they shove a needle down the side of the eye?
Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. I need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
See, that could have been us if they thought we were investigating something. Oh, we're this man now, are we? Something different?
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
Is it Sherlock? It's Sherlock. It's gonna be Sherlock, isn't it? He's dressed up. Oh, here we go. First one's the longest. So, what was it? Adjust was W. Let's go inside the locks. I've forgotten what the other two look like. Oh no, down one. Down one. Down one. No, second one. 1, 2, 3 maybe. Try that one. Yeah. Oh no, first one's too high now. That's down 2. Down 2? Might be 1. No, there we go. Open sesame. Yeah, it's Sherlock, isn't it? That's who this is. This is Sherlock.
A truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
This is how he does it. He sends Watson in as his cover story. Investigation scene found. Right, let's go up the top first and make our way down. Oh, what was it? Did that do it itself, or was that me? Yeah, Q's that, Z is that. That's right, that's right, that's right.
This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance. I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again.
Okay, Sherlock.
There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax.
Where does this run go? Oh no, there's somebody standing there.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway. Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Very true. Right, let's make sure we've got everything. See, look, I've fathomed it out now. I'm not going to rush this. There's no point keep going into the... it will let me know when I can't go anywhere, then you have to... yeah, if you get stuck and you can't get into anything, then you go into the mine thing, and then... it's very cleverly done. I do like it. I do like it a lot. See, look, they've already got... that's where I am now. Dr. Watson's in the guest room that is next to the Gygax's office. A powerful and fast-acting sedative, it could prove useful. See, these are all what is to you're just investigating. You're a detective, so all these mean something. Right, so that you can pin. So. You can't change clothes here. Okay, so why are you telling me to then? Nothing else is coming up, so I think I've got to go back downstairs. So this is obviously... care. There's someone over there as well.
Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment.
Yes, they would.
final product, ready to cure madness or to push one deeper into its grasp. Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication. Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
You little light-fingered so-and-so, Sherlock. Oh, there's something there. Dermatillomania. Commentary. Nail trimming every day. Do not untie her hands even if she won't stop screaming. Diagnosis. Mania. Discohesion. Commentary. After the incident with the nurses prescribed therapeutic fasting for a week. Mention Josephine to make him more manageable. Keep raising the dose until she forgets the child's stupor is quite unacceptable. Nervous breakdown. Do not let any visits. All letters sent to the patient must be destroyed. So mention Josephine to calm them down.
What was that? Is someone there?
What was that? Is someone there? Hans Winkler, Lionel Richie.
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me? The gall, the impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak? I am the great Napoleon.
Oh, here we go.
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
Patient hates the guards.
I command you to let me out!
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
She's drawing a good picture. Storage room. Oh, here we go. 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 5. 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 5. Oh, I weren't far off. One more on the second and one more on the third. Oh, too high on the last. Didn't see that one. Open sesame. We've got loads in here.
A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Alright, what is this? What is this? Tell me, Holmes, what is this? Oh.
A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken.
Interlaken. The Germans? Should be like that. Oh, it's letters to that. I have suffered serious chemical burns upon my hand, the consequence of your inexcusable actions. My session with Gerda ended before it even began. Poor things were so terrified she refused to talk and started to destroy everything in the room rather than let me approach her. What you did to Gerda will not and cannot happen again. Do you reckon that's that lady that was outside in the waiting room? Let it be known that I consider your methods a barbaric malpractice. If you are so boldly claimed you wish to be the future of my facility, you must embody my high standards. Do not disappoint me again. Professor Becker, Director of Black Edelweiss. Edelweiss. What have we got here? Floor pans?
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
Very interesting. See, I'm a bit more awake for this now. I'm not going to let it... There's like 3 different... Alright, okay. What's going... Oh, the pat.
Looks like it's still operational.
Okay, that's good to know.
Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter? I can make out the names listed here.
Vice to Hamlin, Glares and Becker.
This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil.
Yeah, it's all over the dumb waiter, isn't it?
A painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted.
What is it with these paintings? We had one in the library when we first came into the game. Oh, what's this?
Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker.
So we must be doing something right, because it keeps
John
saving.
Sallow, the Tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already.
You would be, wouldn't you? Fond memories, another achievement.
R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here.
Ah, so they're just resorting to their own medicine. Unless that woman shouldn't be here. No, I think I've got it all in here. See, now it's going to her. He's still there, look at him. Crazy fool. It wasn't Lionel Richie. Is that bloke still there? Yeah, he is. That's smoking a lot. Map. Is this where I am? Oh, hold on. How to safely remove the block bod. Bottle of syringes, a bottle of sedatives, and the metal tubes. Now why say that? Because then you could poke the metal tubes under the door. See, or blowpipe. Oh, I'm getting good. So we need to go and get those metal pipes now, I think. See, these we don't need at the moment. Did I get those metal? No, still can't change. Right, so we need... Did we pick up those metal pipes?
This should suffice.
Right, so that's completed. Oh, what about... No, can't take that. Now we can go back upstairs and we can move the guard. Hold on. Seriously? Sensitivity on these things is mental.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
So how are we going to... Oh no, maybe this is for the bloke downstairs. I got him nowhere near that, but it'll do. Let's make sure he's okay. Not killers, are we, Holmes?
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention, at least from a distance.
So we've stripped his clothes and eaten him by the looks of things. Oh, it's the same drug. They're pumping it out.
Manufactured and packaged here.
So I think this is the stuff that obviously they've been knocking people out with to steal them.
This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London.
God, just call me Holmes. Arachnid Holmes. I hasten to assure you that your son is in good hands and that his unexpected development of a psychological disorder can be remedied at our facility. I'm sure you are as concerned about your son's well-being as I am, and I am confident our combined efforts will lead to a speedy recovery. The housing of other pharmaceuticals in your warehouse is an important part of this process. Yeah. If you succeed at drawing an official's attention away from this precious cargo, there will be nothing to stop me from returning your son to you safe and sound, and free of this unfortunate illness. Hold on, so if you keep him away from the warehouse, I'll give you your son back. So whose son's gone missing? Mr. Schnitzer. So it's obviously in Switzerland is... Can we go that way? Yep. Right, let's go down. Oh no, let's go. Where did I come from? This is where we came from, yes? Yes. She's in the dark, bless her. These places would have been scary places to work. Problem is, most of the people weren't even ill in these places. They were just made to go ill in these places. Through lobotomy, wasn't it? Lobotomy, where they shove a needle down the side of your eye. Yeah, it would hit your brain at a certain part, and then that would it. You'd be lobotomized, as they said.
Go away, or I will tear your lips from your skull with my fingernails!
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands,
Josephine.
just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda. Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I
said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop me.
Josephine. Gerda. Restricted. It's obviously the way to go then, isn't it? Laundry. Let's give it a quick ping.
The garments of several dozen people at least.
What did they do with them, Holmes? They're burning them?
Fabric burnt in the furnace.
Why would they be burning fabric in the furnace?
A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
Oh, is this the kid? Oh, we're going to find the bloke, aren't we? He got taken here. And he'll be somewhere being lobotomized so he can... Oh, nice doll.
So you're
Heidi.
I didn't realise I was on haunted doll watch.
Should
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional.
we give it back to her? Make friends with her then. Just check out here first. Obviously we're here, so we might as well. If it goes too far. Restricted area. Sorry, got it. Yeah. Double doors out. Some sort. Oh, here we go. Scribbled in Georgian. Young adult male, Dutch, weak-minded subject, eager to follow orders for the perceived reward. Strong build dose with 0.4 milligrams. N5 adult male, Romanian. They've had a few here. N6, N7 young Maori. Oh, hang on, look. All subjects in good condition showing signs of obedience regardless of race or native language. They must move on for further testing. So this drug obviously controls people, so then they've got their minions. It's like having there's the drug.
So this is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless.
Another thing on the wall there. Something sticking out. Cross.
An orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it, Holmes? I'd love to find a derelict castle like this. I don't think there'd probably be enough around. Imagine going, you know, these castles obviously through the Second World War they would have been held up by the SS and everyone else, and oh my days, there'd be some stories to be told. Let's go back in here. Can't I take it with me?
An orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
Oh no. Cray cray. Right, let's go back this way. Let's have a look out here. Oh, what's that? Blood. Hit from above. Strong chlorine
This stretcher was
smell.
disinfected frequently.
Secures the concentration one.
The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel.
Yes, it is. Considering we're in Switzerland now, that's a very good.
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
Alright, we've got to go back to
These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer look. I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water. Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell.
nicked and shoved in.
The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous.
I was about to say the same thing. I'm missing one. Exit. Be a bit more looky. There's a fourth one somewhere, but I'm not picking it up. Let's come out of that then. Here we go. Scratch marks. Someone's obviously tried getting out.
Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
Killed himself.
A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident.
I think I'm missing something here as well. There it is. Look, there's that mark again. See the hopscotch. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's everywhere.
This is the same design as the one from London. This trip was prolonged and perilous.
Please bear with me. I just need to go to the gentleman's. Right, so that's those ones sorted. Now, I reckon we have to give the doll back to the lady. There is nothing else in it, I don't think. Block B. No, can't change it. So this is... It never lets you know actually where you are. Block B. No, we're in unrestricted area, aren't we? Nothing here.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they do to you?
Shh. It's all right now. Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. We should thank the man, don't you think?
How did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time.
So they've got rid of him.
He was nice.
They've taken it over.
Tell me all you know about those funny talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was alright.
Huh.
I shall leave you two to get reacquainted.
So, where now? Alright, we should keep going this way, because we've obviously done her. There's 4 of them out there. Anything in here? No? Right, I'm going, because there's nothing around, I'm going to check. Why does it keep giving me that? Pin evidence? Pin evidence. So how do we get in there? Oh, that's the way I came. So everyone used to disappear down here. Let's go through them all. Just want to see what we've got. Blood hit from above. Yeah, but I don't think... No. It's that one. Blood hit from above. Yep. The other one's over here. What's the other one? Yep, I reckon that's right. And then here. Validate. Let's try it. See if which ones are.
The carriages were
There
back
we go.
through these doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey.
Dead on the left.
The dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. But all the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
Must be a secret passage somewhere near the rear entrance. See that? It's the only reason I went up there because it looks like some sort of. Oh, what's this? Here we go, here we go. Welded shut. How would one get in there, Holmes? We must find somewhere. Ah, look.
Scratches. Something has been moved through here.
The wall moves.
This seems to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
Yes, so. What's that circle? Where did I find that circular thing? Did I find it in here? That.
This is the same design as the one from London. This is the same design as the one from London.
So I need to find something circular to go in that hole now. Right, where to begin? That's not circular. Maybe back at... got all these. Where did I see something circular?
My comrades in Paris shall hear about this.
Did I get everything in here? Yes, unless it's upstairs in the other room. Actually, let's try something first. Yeah, I thought so. Here we go. See, when you run out of things to do, always go to the mine, because he's got to fathom it all out now. So we need to go that way. How to get the key to Hell's Door. One was right. Block A patients. No. Blocked path upstairs. Letter to Mr. Schnitzel. Nope. Medical evaluations. Okay. Okay. This is the room I came from. Is there anything circular upstairs I missed? I don't think there's anything in here, is there?
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
No, there isn't. So I'm missing a key somewhere. There's a key somewhere. See, I thought it'd be the storeroom. Excuse me. There's nothing in the dumbwaiter. Escapes, exit. It's got to be in that room. Wherever it's got to be in that room. Where we come from. It's taken us that way, so it's got to be that way, hasn't it?
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I found Hell's Door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her! Look!
Oh, it's
She's
alright.
suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over her screams. Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
Where?
You're going to be good as new.
New investigation scene, so it's got to be something to do out here with her.
Stay with me, Heidi. I can't lose you again. I know it hurts, but please just hold on. The man will be back with your new parts soon. The man will be back with your new parts soon.
See, I've got to find an eye. Where am I going to find an eye? There's something in here.
The garments of several dozen people at least. Fabric burnt in the furnace.
See, where did we find the doll? The doll was back in that office, wasn't it? See, I'm missing something here. Where did we find the doll? I can't remember where I found the doll. I can't believe it's just leaving this sitting here. It's like it's almost it wants to be doing something.
An Orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe.
Yep.
Now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
Just going so well. ACMS8 or something, I don't know. She wants me to fix its eye, but I don't know how to fix its eye. How am I going to fix a doll's eye?
Don't you look down on me. Open the door.
Block A. Pin evidence. Two buttons, thread, glue and nails. That's what I've got to find. That will require two buttons, some thread, a glue and nails. Hold on, right. So I need thread, glue, and two nails. Where am I going to get two nails from? Thread, a glue, and two nails. I'm thinking that toolbox. There we go, look. Construction adhesive. Slightly rusty nails. Yeah, when are I going to get some thread from? Can't we just stick her eye back on? Right, let's go back to it now, see if that helps. So we've got glue. That's not Heidi, is it? She's this way.
The man will be back with your new part soon.
I still need thread, two buttons. I've got glue and nails. In here? There we go. Buttons. Thread. Now we can go back to her. Everything is ready for Heidi's repair.
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi.
Look at the nails.
Gerda, I have a couple of questions.
Yes, I.
Dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already.
What?
She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
What?
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
Oh my days.
You bore us. Look, Gerda, the man is insane. The professor will treat him like she treated us.
Whoa.
Heidi, there are...
Ask if
Okay, right.
Look,
You bore us.
Heidi,
ask if
Skip through that. Oh, it's changed again.
you look,
Heidi,
ask if
Why does it keep changing?
I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
You're so dull. Dull. Look, Gerda, the man is insane.
Heidi,
Okay.
there...
Ask
What's Hell's Door?
you look,
Wrong one.
Heidi,
ask if you bore us.
What?
Look,
No, it is
Heidi.
Hell's Door.
ask
Right, so it's that
I
one.
found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again.
She's freaky, man, for a doll.
Your teeth will make a fine necklace. Look, Gerda, the man is...
Oh, don't do this to me.
Heidi,
Ask
Right, so it's... I don't like it when it does this.
I found...
Hell's
Yeah,
Door.
so we've got that one. Hell's Door.
What?
Hide.
Ask it.
Right, so that's hot. Yes, we've done everything. Right, so it's that
I
one.
found Hell's Door, but it's locked.
I need
Is
to
there a
write
way
these
to
down.
get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
I do have a pen. So what was that one? So it's Heidi is second.
You're so dumb.
Right, maybe it ain't then. Oh my days, I got the wrong one. Investigate.
I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door?
Yeah, right, now we need... Gerda's testimony.
That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again.
She's a freaky doll, man. Something macabre. Should we try that one?
Your teeth will make a fine. Look, Gerda.
Heidi.
Ask.
Right, so the first one's investigating the Erlberth.
I found...
Hell's...
The next one's Gerda's testimony.
That's not true. You, Gerda...
And you believe that's...
Professor Gygax hurt
Yes.
you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood and bits.
You could, but then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
It's in her head.
Tell him.
But you said
And now I say tell him.
the professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when new people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi. I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
Freaky! So, you can only get the key. Here we go. Watson could find it and send it down the dumbwaiter. How to get Watson for help. How do we get Watson for help? There's a working dumbwaiter. And him, because the patient hates, so we can get... Alright, so we need to use the patient. Yep. Seeking help from Watson. No, it's that one. Yep. So we got to go and free Napoleon Bonaparte. Good luck, Heidi. You're going to need it. On, mister. Oh my days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Right, the first one looks like 2. 2. Let's go 3, 4. 1. 3, 4, 1, 4, 3, 2, 6. So we need 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 then. 1, 4, 3, and then that one's all the way up. Let's try that. Oh, all right. Everything down 1 apart from number 3. Is that right? I think so. Be sure to finish everything. Yeah, everything's done. That's why we're here.
At last! You came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine.
Now we go upstairs.
Psst. Watson, over here.
Holmes, what are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
Well, that is rich, because clearly it was unimportant to tell me what you were planning beforehand. Amos Colby?
Your naivety was essential to sell the disguise.
Actually, it wasn't. You should have trusted me.
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Unfailingly dependable. So I mean, we got Watson to control now.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes?
Yes, what have we got ourselves into, Holmes? So, we got a gun.
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed.
Watson always had the gun. Heidi.
Did a child make these?
No, the crazy one downstairs with the demonic doll did. Try and get your head round that one, Watson. Come on then, good sir. Let's go for a walk to save Holmes. Which way are we going now? Let's try left first. Director's office.
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Someone behind you.
I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave his house.
There. The edge of the knife.
Weary of me already, Doctor?
How rude of me. I was absorbing your wise words, Professor, and must have got distracted.
Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened. Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room. And the girl with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
I hope everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
Looks dusty but functional.
Oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs.
struggling to remember something.
A beautiful alpine flower whose heart I do miss so. You call to me while I don't see how I could let you go. The storm cuts through my senses, makes all my thoughts so blind. With no captain I misreason, what did they truly find? Golden dark with grimy walls, roughly held like animals. Trapped yet free, why do I fall? Something squirms on the tip of the tongue, but what can it be? What did I forget?
It's something familiar. If only I could place it. I must think.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
Before I go out there, I want to go back to one's room, maybe. Guest room. No, I think I grabbed everything from there. Administration.
Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these. Good lord, that's a lot of records.
As more serious treatment is necessary, my patient, Wolf, will be transferred to patient room 2 on the ground floor. All other patients must be removed from my schedule and reassigned to other specialists at the Institute. This patient's mental state requires constant monitoring and immediate intervention to avoid undesirable consequences. December 1879. The necessary surgical procedures were successfully performed. Physical recovery is still in progress. Memory loss is increasing but still not complete. A new obsession with writing has developed, probably as a side effect. 1880. The patient's writing now mentions old names, clear sign of partial memory recovery, unacceptable result. A second surgery is required, targeting both the frontal and temporal lobes. The following month, February, surgery went well. The patient's memory does not persist for longer than a couple of minutes, although an obsession with writing lingers. A danger eliminated, a daily monitoring prescribed. That was the bloke we just seen. So he's obviously remembering stuff, so it's not that good. So I suppose it's going to be good to do all of these first before we go into the
I hope you're finding your room comfortable, Dr. Watson.
Yes, thank you. Examination room. It is locked. There's a lot of paper on the floor. Maybe you should tidy up instead of sitting behind your desk. We done this one, didn't we? Administration, yes. I think it's time for the courtyard now. Some nutters out here.
A visitor? No, you shouldn't have come here.
Why?
Give it to me. No, I don't want to. Why not?
Did you see my son? He's such a sweet boy.
Says the lady standing there talking on one foot.
Minor birds, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful creatures. Sad that they're caged here.
Oh,
I want them to fly. Try to fly away. Escape, my little ones. Yes, fly. Oh, fly far away from here. If I were a bird, you wouldn't see me waddling around. Use your wings. If I were a bird, you wouldn't see me waddling around. Use your wings.
Miss?
Too bad my parents had to leave so soon. I haven't seen them for months. When people shout, all I want to do is find a dark corner and hide. I can't bear it. Professor Gygax says I can return home as soon as I'm better. I miss home so much. I miss home so much.
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it? The nurses don't believe me. No one helps me. I just want the scratching to stop. Why won't they make the scratching stop? Why won't they make the scratching stop?
I don't want to guard Block B tonight. One of the patients there whispers to me all the time. He tells me such horrible things. I should resign, shouldn't I? This is all a bit much. I wanted to be a dancer. I wanted to be a dancer.
We rarely have visitors here. I wonder how Edelweiss compares to your clinics in England. Feel free to explore the courtyard, Dr. Watson. I'm sure it will enlighten you. Feel free to explore the courtyard, Dr. Watson. I'm sure it will enlighten you.
I'm sure it will. So we're doubled up on. Let's check these ones again.
Get out while you can. If you linger too long, the professor will keep you forever. No one escapes the Edelweiss. No one. No one escapes the Edelweiss. No one.
You're mean. That's rude. And I'm not. You're lying. Shh, a stranger. You must be quiet. Yes. He's not real. He's not real. Don't look at him. He's not real. He's not real. Don't look at him.
If you happen to meet him, tell him I'm here. My baby will return to me, you'll see. I'll be waiting right here as long as it takes. We'll leave this place as soon as my boy's back.
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, Doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right. You don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, Doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
Observe. Scars on the head. Chemical burns. This is the original owner of the facility.
Dear Lord, what did Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
Excuse me, who are you?
I don't know why I keep doing this, expecting something different.
I wanted to be a dancer.
I see if the bloke's gone now. Nope, he's still here. Right. Here we go. Dunk, dunk. Let's get rid of all of these. Okay. How to lure Gygax out of her office. We don't have any blues. Patience poetry. Okay, so we've got the patience poetry right. How to lure her. Patient, very important patient. Dunk, dunk, dunk. None of the above, so one is missing something. Is actually Professor Becker, the previous director of Black Elderwords. He now suffers from severe memory issues, but still remains ability to write. Told you. We haven't got a oh, very important page. What about that one then? Use Becker to distract Gygax's attention with a letter. See, it all comes together. Right, so let's go and speak to him, get him to write a letter.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson, and you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate. Dear Professor Gygax, your vile work has ruined countless lives through needless suffering. Your methods serve nothing but to show your own sick emotional state. You are not, as you so claimed, the future of the Edelweiss, and you never were. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I'm risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come.
Now, I think we've got to give this to the bloke.
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Then we'll have to take the key to the kitchen.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
Hey? No, that's Kuntz's room. Which is there. There is the
Close, but I don't think this is the key.
What?
This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
I don't think it is. There was something there. One of 6. Recently took collection of rare gems on behalf of our mutual acquaintance. The gems have now been sold to Louisiana jewelers who made several offers far exceeding our expectation estimates of the stone's value. The final price agreed upon for the 11 gems was 12,550 Swiss francs. Instructed that you receive 2/3 of the sum transferred to your solicitors as per usual. As always, our dissection is assured. We look forward to continuing business with you and your illustrious patron. So they've sold something somewhere. That looks like a key to me.
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after.
It's been 3 months since I took over the advice from Becker. Not all my colleagues approved of the rule changes, so I am now the only professor here. No matter the hiring of several strong nurses will solve the personnel shortage. At last my work can flourish without the impairment of his lesser mind. The first payment has arrived from our deal does pose risks, but the possibilities are endless. If he is true to his word, the first shipment of chosen ones has arrived. R has sent a vast selection of broken minds. The work ahead will be difficult, but undoubtedly useful for my own research as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. 6 out of 6. Let's get to the kitchen. He's got to go mental. Right, I need a quick wee again. Excuse me. Back again. So it's nice they're using Watson now. I'm getting into it now. I don't feel as lost as I did in the first bit. Obviously, yeah, we've come this far. We can't let it go. It's just a different game. It's got something you're used to. But we'll try and complete this in Edelweiss and we'll see where it takes us. That's where I just come from, wasn't it? I think it was. Oh, what do we have here?
The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
What, Georgian?
A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it.
They used to be like the old school tape recorders.
The tooth of an adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old.
Nice. That's one way to teach someone, isn't it? Tethered to the table.
The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often.
Poor fella. You will listen. You should do that in school now, shouldn't they? That'd make a few kids quieter. They're speaking that language. The one that he spoke. He's gonna go mental soon. What was ahead? Trust my guide, the light of the abyss, for he shall enlighten our chosen ones. Make sure he is present and that our chosen utter nothing but the sacred words, and lo, the trance will begin, and we will be an inch closer to the universe beyond. Your work is essential, as many as our flock do not speak our language and time is of the essence. It would be best to work in groups, performing at least one seance per day for a week. Of course, the most skeptical members who have to be tamed by your hands. In the meantime, my work continues on a physical method to maintain the trance state through the admitted light waves of Khalid lenses. Finally, my men in New Orleans will contact you regarding the new shipment of Chosen. Make room for them as you have done before. Here we go. Shiny key. I'm glad Sherlock's not stupid. The bank has the gems. My master has ordered me to send the first shipment of chosen ones. They will arrive within 2 weeks, do not fail us. So they're obviously making a small army for something. So his dark rings are gone, but history check. The new method at last started to show progress. The success rate is 4 out of 10 and the failures are not responding to any external stimuli. Nevertheless, the phonetics systems can be declared an undeniable success, regardless of their native language or place of origin. Individuals learn to speak the chant without flaw. They learn it quickly and fluently, despite lacking all mental autonomy. Regrettably, one of the chosen continues to resist isolation and deprivation, resulted in the strengthening of their disobedience. Negotiation only ignited anger, and even after the direct movement of the frontal and temporal lobes, it seems all that was left was an innate desire to resist. The chosen one cannot be allowed to pollute the minds of the others. The conclusion is inescapable. They cannot continue to live. I will see to it. They are sent to the well. The well.
Looks as if it's been recently used.
Ringlui Maglana Pa Cthulhu, Rillier Wagnana Galpatagan. Ringlui Maglana Pa Cthulhu, Rillier Wagana Galpatagan. Ringlui Maglana Pa Cthulhu, Rillier Waglana Galpatagan. Ringlui Maglana Pa Cthulhu.
Yeah, look.
Rillier Wagana Galpatagan.
It's gonna make him go loopy. I could hear birds.
A very professional brain dissection.
Very professional, is it? It's on a bird, not a human.
Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair.
Yes, it does.
Full grain leather straps. Impossible to escape.
Oh, here we go. Alright, let's just go for it. He's going to end up going mental. Uh-oh.
Get out of my head!
Your mind fisted, devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one that trembled.
Great Lord!
Lift your voice. Surrender your soul and become a servant of madness.
Please! No more! Stop it! Watson! John! Somebody!
Wretched mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken! And let the
world behold!
What? I better not be getting some demonic stuff put in my head through this one.
Of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head. Hydraulic elevator, how ingenious. Watson?
Holmes?
What are you still doing here?
Still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
Yeah.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
Oh, look. Didn't they go to do something with the woman? Look, there's the doll. I bet that woman killed her. So that... it's a freak. I don't even want to hold it. It spoke to me.
How did it end up here?
They were going to do something to her, weren't they? So the girls escaped.
The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death. No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat. The patients here wear the same robes.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next.
So we need to... I think New Orleans. So you've got that, the letter, and let's try that. Oh, what a good guess! 10 out of 10. Arachnid Holmes does it again. Still can't change my clothes. Lead in New Orleans, royal garments.
We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste.
Where the gems were sent. Achievement unlocked. A method to his madness.
Nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes?
Hmm?
You seem troubled.
I'm not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such selfish aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered. Let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits, what dangers lurk in the darkness.
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
And their friendship gets deeper and deeper. The bond that John Watson has to have with Sherlock, even though, as he said, he can see it killing him.
Ah, Holmes, after our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why didn't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish. Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage! Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident.
Right, so we've arrived at New Orleans. Lovely jubbly. See, when you're not tired and you're fathoming out the game, it went so much cleaner. I mean, that investigation around the Switzerland with the asylum and the mental patients, you know, oh, comes a boat. That would have taken 4 or 5 hours like it did on the first one, but no, there it goes. Quite interesting. So I am actually going to leave it there and save the rest for next week because I'm enjoying it. I might even. Well, that woman up there is who I thought she was looking out for us. I bet she's a spy. That's who was on the title screen when we turned up. But yeah, this game's very nice. It's very well done. And it does make you understand how Sherlock's brain goes. I mean, we had a little bit of a out there phase when he walked into that little room, and I'm sure we'll have a lot more to do with his mentality and whatever else, but yeah. So, thank you. Please give me a like. Or give the video a like, especially if you want some more. I mean, I'm going to continue playing it anyway, but please help a fellow out. Give a like, add a subscribe. Let's get this out there. It's always worthwhile with a good game. Thank you for watching. Arachnid out.